Aloha, international friends, shifters, light guardians from across the world. This is Brendan, aka Wolf Shield Skull Babylon, welcoming you to another one of our weekly Team Tarot card broadcast readings that we do here as part of ParadigmShiftCentral.com, a real-world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. So, thank you guys so much for joining. We are broadcasting this live on Facebook, uploading it to YouTube afterwards. We're just going to create a couple moments here for people to be able to join live in the moment on Facebook. But I'll just give you a quick introduction for those of you who may be entirely new. Again, the Paradigm Shift Central project, it's about being able to create a real world, it's being able to create a team of shifters, people who are actively helping assist in the shift in consciousness. And these readings that we do are a way for us to be able to check in with kind of like the forecast of the cosmos. You can kind of think of it that way. And through the power of the tarot deck, through the power of symbolism, we are able to anchor into the intention of show us what we need to see. And then through there, we get some additional guidance and inspiration, and we relate it back to the Paradigm Shift Central project, the intentions of it, the context of it, and just being able to give you guys some additional inspiration to be able to lead you into your week or whenever you happen to be watching this in the future. So thank you so much. Dropping 1111 for those of you on Facebook right now. Let me know that you guys can hear me perfectly, and we'll be getting right into this. Just a quick thing off the start for those of you who haven't really been tuning in too much recently. We've got a lot going on. We got broadcasts that you guys can check out, global meditations every Sunday, team roundtables every Thursday. The Patreon is doing awesome. That's been going up a lot. And yeah, I'll explain all that stuff as we get going, but nonetheless, let's focus in on the reading right now. So again, with the tarot deck, how it works is that through the tarot deck, the universe communicates to itself through the power of symbols. So what I'm doing, I'm charging the deck right now, and I'm going to invite you guys to be able to hold space with me, to be able to anchor into the intention of show us what we need to see. So let's do that now, and the deck is charged. And we'll just anchor into this space, take a couple breaths here, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And, you know, it's always the right card. And the more we are just in our heart space, the more the universe can kind of meet us halfway to be able to relay that communication. So we are the universe communicating to itself through the magic of tarot and the internet. Let's do this, boys and girls, shifters. All right. Take a breath with me here and just anchor into the intention of show us what we need to see. Oh, great celestial cosmic universe that we are a part of, show us the wisdom that we are here to receive. Bloop. All right. And then just like that, pull a card off the bottom and placing it down here. And today's card is the Cups 6. So today's card is Cups 6. So let's open up the book here, and this is the Ananda tarot deck for those of you who happen to be interested. And for those of you who happen to be tuned in on Facebook, and you know, obviously people in the future, please feel free to share this broadcast and yeah, invite other people to be able to tune in. So let's take a look at this one. So 6 of Cups. Cups 6. So while I'm doing this, you guys can just kind of like tune in, be very present with the words that we are sharing, and even just kind of, if you want, kind of like close your eyes and stuff like that. So very quickly, just looking at the symbolism of the card here, what do we got? Okay, so very literally, we literally have 6 cups on the horizon, and we got a stream of like a river kind of running down through the bottom. We got like a huge rose in the sky in the celestial cosmos. Expanded flowers often relate to like expanding consciousness. And then interestingly enough, we have like a same type of rose that's like a golden rose right at the bottom. So it's almost like a mirror version of as above, so below. And then we got like this wall here. So very interesting symbolism. Let's read into this. And again, this is like, honestly, some of these cards, like I don't fully know what they are until we read them together. So like I'm in the same boat as you. We get to explore this together. So here's the image, and oh, okay, we're getting glitches on Facebook. We're still good. Is it still good on Facebook? Wow, okay, wow, okay, Facebook completely glitched out. So we just literally lost the entire feed on Facebook, but nonetheless, I'm not going to stop this broadcast. I'm literally just going to keep recording this, and then we're going to have to re-upload it. Facebook's been super glitchy lately, so. All right, for those of you who are with us across space and time, thank you. 6 of Cups, the image. 6 goblets filled with red wine rise above a distant horizon, while a blossoming rose appears out of a deep blue starry sky. Meaning, A sense for the beautiful and pleasant, being in tune with the purpose of life and concern for the well-being of his fellow man are major characteristics of the Six of Cups. With the help of a positive attitude toward life, the set goals are easily attained. A deep affinity with all living things brings about a harmonious and loving relationship with others. On the level of partnerships, man experiences a constant renewal of current love relationships, which is expressed in deep compassion beyond the personal for all living creatures. A healthy balance between give and take creates harmony on all levels of existence. Or just reread that part. A healthy balance between give and take creates harmony on all levels of existence. A prominent aesthetic sensitivity lends the ability for artistic expression. If creativity has been developed enough, then daily activities become a creative act. Through the power of renewal, practical routine becomes an expression of joy. Love presents neither conditions nor agendas in any form. Love satisfies itself. The beloved partner does not fulfill the purpose of attachment for the sake of self, but for awakening the love within. I'm gonna reread that. The beloved partner does not fulfill the purpose of attachment for the sake of self, but for the awakening the love within. In love, the divine blossoms in the core of man. In love, the meaning of existence experiences its final fulfillment. Whoever sees the world with the eyes of love sees the wonder of life in its full beauty. Astrological significance: Venus, Neptune, trine, sextile aspects. Key words: goodwill, harmonious balance, innocent longing, deep soul experience, joyful expectation, sensitivity, dreams, fantasy, symbiosis, artistic expression, soul connection, aesthetic, inner balance, creativity. Traditional meaning: desire, pleasure, being in love, blossoming, trust, yearning, romantic atmosphere, love, partnerships, connection, perceptiveness. So as always, I think this is a really, really cool card, really like anchoring to the importance of like what it means to be love. And for those of you who are following me on Instagram and Mystic Spider-Man, you would have seen like posts that I've even put up about this recently, of just kind of like reflecting on like what love is, and not just the idea of like literally to be in love, to be in the vibration of love, to be in the remembrance of love. And so a big part of this card is, again, it's about focusing on community. It's about focusing on the idea of like, very literally, like kind of as the symbol appears within this card, it's about making sure that everybody's cup is full. So like here, like say these are all different people. It would be foolish for one person to just have their cup like overflowing and a person next to them to have an empty cup. And obviously the cup, the levels in the cup represent like wellness and love or belonging and things like that. So rather than like the need for one person to just be, like hogging all the love, which, do some people do that? Maybe they do. But, we need to be constantly going out of our way to be able to share that love, to be able to share our abundance, to be able to know that our actions can make a difference in others' lives. And this is really a card about being of service. So again, like in relation to what the bigger Paradigm Shift Central project is about, we are constantly encouraging people to choose to be the change they wish to see, to choose to be the love they wish to see. And a big part of that I feel that this card relates to is very importantly, like you see the symbolism here of like the small flower down here and the big flower up here. Essentially, it's this realization that they are one and the same, that essentially the little flower is the big flower playing small. And so in this sense, it allows us to show up to whatever calls us in life with this higher wisdom of being able to know that like within us, we are infinitely connected to this eternal, literally infinite source of love. Like we will never run out of love. And therefore our purpose is to literally be like a generator, like a power plant, like a cosmic wheel that constantly just like brings more love into this world. Like when you think of it, it's very phenomenal to think about the idea that we as a physical human person can bring love into this world. We carry it out of like the space between space, and it's a magical thing. And so again, like this has a lot to do with kind of like being able to bridge the connection between our outer world and the inner world. And again, realizing how much they are connected and being able to bring the bridge between the inner love and the outer world. So like in our heart space, we are filled with love. We may not always feel it. And I think that's kind of the thing, is that like there is love in all situations. There is love in all beings. There is love in every single atom. What we are here to do is to reconnect, is to remember, is to recreate the space where love is able to see itself. And for in this case, like it's being able to like be that little flower, and even just to another person be like, hey, like don't forget, like you're that big flower too. Like you're that big flower playing little in order to be able to go through this experience, in order to be able to take the entire love of the godness, the godlike and the celestial consciousness that exists within all of us, and to be able to bring it out into the world. For there are all of us who are continuing to awaken. And that is kind of like what a big part of this card is, and a big part of the paradigm shift card is, shift project is being able to understand that everybody has a soul connection. Not all of us are consciously aware of it. This is kind of the journey that we've gone through. We've kind of gone through this process of creating this intentional amnesia, of being able to kind of, again, like forget who we are in order to be able to remember. And so like through this card, it is about reminding ourselves of how we can help spark that soul connection again. And that is done through immediate action. It is done through art. It is done through self-development. It is done through harmony. It is done through goodwill. Again, these are some of the keywords. It is done through creativity. So like literally the idea that the love inside of us, it comes out of us in many different forms. And I think if anything, like this card should be a great way to kind of reflect on how is the love inside of us being brought out into this world. And more particularly, how can we do it more? How can we do it differently? How can we get more creative with it? How can we embark on go forth working on projects that we feel called to? Because this in itself is a big part about also being able to, again, kind of like listen to the voice inside of you, because that voice is like love, kind of like whispering. It's kind of wanting to come out. And so what we can do as a community, we can create this loving atmosphere, this space, this sacred container that is one big mirror for people to be able to see the love within themselves. If one person's in an environment where everybody's, upset and angry at each other, it's hard for that person to kind of be able to see the love in that situation. And that can be challenging. And that has a lot of lessons in itself. It teaches, a situation like that can teach us, the importance of love. It's just like when in the absence of love, it's obvious how important harmony and love is, because it's just like, wow, okay, this is a lot of not just suffering, but unnecessary suffering. Because I mean, just as like a side thing here, like obviously like suffering in itself is not innately wrong. It is the unnecessary suffering that sometimes is like the important thing that we need to be able to shift. Because some of the suffering, that helps us grow. That helps us, again, become aware of why love is so important. Sometimes, it's not until we see like, an act of unfortunate circumstances where people are getting hurt, where people are just like, holy crap, like we need to bring love into this. We need to rally together. We need to pour more love into this world. But the reality is we don't need to wait for something bad to happen in order to keep pouring love into this world. And I think that's kind of the big shift that we are getting into right now, is being able to simply be love for the sake of being love, and also to maintain the consistency of it. It's not like there's this one time where you just like drop a bunch of love and then you're just like, yay, we're done. Like, that's it. We saved it. We saved the world or something like that. You save the day, but there's still tomorrow, and there's tomorrow, and there's tomorrow, and there's tomorrow. And the objective of what we are here to do is to literally, as best as we can, and we're doing our best, is to show up with love each and every single day, with intention, with purpose, with clarity, with creativity, with a vision of the bigger story. And again, that vision of the bigger story is understanding that we are that cosmic consciousness that rose in the sky, who is here on the ground with all of the powers of the cosmos for the purpose of being a badass cosmic superhero, to be able to use the superpower of love to help fill the cups, to help create harmony, to help create balance, to help others on their journey, so that they too, from a full cup, can see the rose within the sky. Because, you know, when your cup is empty, your focus is different, right? You're just trying to maintain yourself and everything like that. But when your cup is full, you start seeing things different. You start seeing things that you didn't see before. Your attention shifts, your focus shifts, your paradigm shifts. And so if we want people to be able to experience the God-like consciousness that they already are, being able to help fill their cup is going to be able to allow them to sit comfortably so that they can see that. So that they aren't getting blinded by their suffering, but so they aren't getting blinded by their fears. And so again, you know, like, even for us, this is an important thing to be reminded. And again, I posted about this on Instagram, and we'll wrap this up in the next couple of minutes, is this idea of like understanding that, you know, your vibe, your tribe amplifies your vibe, is something that I say. And so again, like, this is why it's really important for each of us to make sure that we are intentionally putting ourselves in the company of people who we want to be like. And so that is exactly what the Paradigm Shift community is about. That is exactly what we're doing. We got some awesome stuff going on here. We got our team Discord chat. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But again, you know, it is about being able to connect and being able to share and being able to support each other and being able to collectively as a community create the space for that. Again, the space is so important. Creating the space for community to be able to grow, that is when it becomes consistent. That is when you maintain the harmony long run. And so it's good to just be able to drop like little acts of kindness here and there and everything like that. Believe me, like, that is so important. But when we can create the physical communities, especially again with what this project is about, creating the physical paradigm shift communities, which again are just regular open-minded discussion meditation circles, those are there to create this, to help fill each other's cups, to help take care of each other, to help see other people as yourself. And that's kind of like this vision of the bodhisattva, right? Where it's like you see the suffering of others as you. You don't just be like, oh, you know, like, damn, that person's, they got their stuff all messed up and everything like that. If we're in a place to do that, maybe we can go out of our way. Maybe we can be a space. Maybe we can create space just for them to be able to communicate, to be able to have that space of compassion so that they can be able to share something with us, so that they can reflect, so that they can receive their own inner guidance. So we really need to be reminded of ourselves that, yes, we are one cosmic family, and it is our duty and our honor and our privilege to be able to help each other, to be able to walk each other home. Like, that is an incredibly powerful thing. And again, that's the journey, right? That is the journey home. The journey home, like, following, like, literally, if you look at this now, this card suddenly makes a little bit more sense symbolically. Like, that's us. And, you know, like, as we kind of like move through the rivers and streams of life, the journey home is through community. In order to get to the cosmic consciousness, we have to move through community, and community together upholds that vision of the cosmic consciousness. And so that, and then through that, it anchors it. It creates a bridge. And that's like a big part that we just talk about a lot within the Paradigm Shift Central Project. The idea of being the bridge between worlds, the bridge between you and love. And to be able to be that bridge for more love to come into this world. So that is your purpose. That is your duty. That is your mission. There are a lot of other things that you got going on in your life, but like the bigger picture in all of this is for you to be able to help bring more love into this world through your own self-mastery, through your own self-discovery, and then sharing that with others. Because there are always going to be souls who are waking up. There are always going to be souls who need space, who need assistance, who need guidance. There are always going to be souls who have an empty cup, who could use some of your love. And it is up to us to be able to make sure that everyone, to the best of our abilities, is seen, is taken care of, is loved. So, awesome. All right, so again, just going over like some of the main words in this just before we wrap this up. Again, goodwill, helping other people, harmonious, balance, harmonious balance, innocent longing, childlike energy type thing. And again, not childish, childlike. There's a difference. Deep soul experience. Again, creating that space for soul connection through community. Joyful expectation. Being able to bring the excitement of this path, of this mission, of this adventure that we are on together. Like, it's literally an adventure to awaken the collective consciousness of human. Like, if I was writing a book, that's a great story in itself, right? Like we all come in through this process of amnesia, yet together we awaken. Like holy crap! And then together, it like one, and that's the last thing. Once we awaken, we become more conscious as dreamers within the dream, and we can actively create even better. And that creates like more harmony. And what it is we are doing is we are anchoring in heaven into earth through individual moments, through moments of excitement, gratitude, and love. And so like that's kind of the thing, is that like, you know, heaven isn't something that we have to chase or we have to wait for. Literally what we're doing right here and now, I feel at least, is to bring heaven onto earth through individual moments. And so like they come and go, but you'll know when they're there. And they are most felt when you are in the presence of others, when you are in the presence of company and you're seeing yourself as this shared collective. It's beautiful. And we have that. Again, we have that digitally online already. So if you're just like, oh, I wish I had that, we already have that. You're invited. You're already here. If you're watching this video, you already are here. Please be sure to join the Discord chat if you're looking for that deeper connection. Dreams, fantasy, symbiosis. Again, symbiosis, that's a very powerful word, right? Just being able to understand that we need each other. We literally need each other. It is non-negotiable. Just artistic expression, soul connection, aesthetic, inner balance, creativity, desire, pleasure, being in love, blossoming, trust, yearning, romantic atmosphere, love, partnerships, connection, perceptiveness. So yeah, this is a beautiful card. This is a very rich, love-filled card. And so again, let's be that rose. Let's be that expanding consciousness. And so yeah, for those of you watching, thank you for being a part of this. We'll do a little meditation. And again, just anchoring into the intentions of this card. We'll do, again, just a meditation in a second, but anchoring into the intention of this card. Really just be this, let this be a reminder for you to understand that your journey is important and that your story is bigger than your own. You finding balance in yourself is part of the bigger story so that you can continue to share your love with others. That is a noble thing to do. It is an honorable thing to do. It is an altruistic thing to do. The universe loves when we do that. It is why we are here. And as we do that, we open up into opportunity and space to literally anchor in the reason why we are here, which again is to literally be able to anchor in heaven onto earth. Heaven onto earth. Bliss, gratitude, joy, excitement, compassion. It's already here inside of us. We're being the bridge to be able to create the moments between now and those experiences. Those experiences already exist in the future. We're just catching up with them. Listen to your intuition. It will guide you. So you got this. Awesome. All right. Good job, team. Let's do a quick meditation. So just inviting you guys to close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Just take some breaths. Deep inhale, big exhale. Do that again. Deep inhale. Big exhale. And then we'll do it a little bit slower. Deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. So as you continue to breathe in this moment, I just invite you to give permission to yourself to remember why you are here and to feel the excitement of the bigger story that we are all a part of. To be here to fill each other's cups, to take care of each other, to see each other as shared family, as tribe of the heart, to be the bridge between the little rose and the big rose, to find that path through compassion, through community, through action, through creativity, through the art, through inspiration. So again, the inspire, ignite the light within inside of you. So just breathe here for a couple moments. And so as we continue to open our heart and change the world through the expression of our art, let us be able to take part in the journey that has come so far to this moment in which we are in, to be able to alleviate all the world of unnecessary sin so that we can learn how to connect, so that we can learn how to grow, so that we can learn how to remember what we already know. That we are the big rose in the sky as much as we are connected to this earth, and that through our love and compassion we bring about this cosmic rebirth. For our journey is much bigger than what it may seem, and it is through the reflection of each other's eyes in which we truly see that this path is one of shared love, that this joy is the excitement we create, and it is through the gratitude of each other that together we will walk through the gates. So just anchor into that space. Gentle exhales. You have permission to be so powerful because you already are. And gently, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and return your eyes to the space around you. So that's the universe clapping for you right now because it knows you're doing a great job. So thank you. Good job. As we grow, the universe grows, right? So awesome. So there you go, guys. There's your tarot card for the week. Let this continue to add inspiration to your journey. And just a couple things to wrap up with. Again, if you enjoy what it is we are creating here, one of the amazing things that you can do is continue to connect with the community through our team Discord chat. I'll post the links into the video. It's at tinyurl.com/paradigm shift chat. That is a chat website program app that is super effective. We got a lot of discussions going on in there, including discussions about tarot and astrology and meditation and mindfulness, conscious parenting, lots of awesome things that you guys can be a part of. Find your niche, add your voice to the conversation, connect with your community, connect, create, support, be inspired. So check that out if you're interested. Another thing I'll just mention real quick for those of you who don't already know, a lot of you already do. Shout out to those of you supporting on Patreon. You can add your support if you find there is value in what it is that we are creating here, and if you want to continue to allow us to keep sharing this value with the community. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. We're gonna keep sharing this value with the community. We're gonna keep making these videos, but as we continue to add our collective donations through the Patreon with a monthly micro donation of just $3 to $10, it allows our reach to continue to grow. It allows the impact we make to continue to expand so that we can continue to support each other within the community so that we can continue to accelerate the shift. And of course, when you sign up for that, you get your Shifter Booster Kit, which comes with your free hug signs and shift buttons, which have the Paradigm Shift Central website on the rim. You wear these, share these, you give them to people. They are tools to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. If you're looking for your tribe, having the Shifter Booster Kit will literally help you find people where you are, guaranteed, synchronistically. And of course, you also get your Light Guardian Crystal when you join, which is an exclusive item within the Paradigm Shift Central project. And yeah, you can check that out at patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. And thank you again, everyone, for your ongoing support. The Patreon is going up really fast, and it's beautiful to see that because yeah, we're taking off here together. So awesome. So with that said, again, just be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already yet. Share this video with your friends. Leave some comments down below. Continue the discussion. How does this message, how does this card resonate for you? How do you feel this calls you into more of your path? And so continue to share this vibration. Continue to share the shift with you. That is the mission that I am giving you on behalf of the universe, is to continue to take this inspiration, integrate it, embody it, and bring it out with you into the world. So again, as a shifter, intentionally helping shift consciousness through our art, through our daily action, through our self-mastery, and then from there, being able to create conscious community where we are, being able to create the regular open-minded discussion and meditation circles that we refer to as paradigm shift communities. So thank you so much for tuning into this. Be sure to tune in for more future broadcasts that we got, our roundtable on Thursdays, our meditations on Sundays, and yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Mystic Spider-Man. Thank you so much for watching. As always, keep it shifty, and I'll see you guys in the future. Much love. We got this. All right. Good job, team. See you guys soon. Thanks.